much for the question about Afrophobia. What I would say is that we have various situations where people are using techniques or are using means of trying to demonise certain religions, certain cultures, certain faiths. And Afrophobia is another example of that. As far as I'm concerned, we need to tackle all forms of racism and all forms of hate crime. And one of the areas that I've invested in recently, as well as the work we've done in terms of the hate crime investigators, and as well as in terms of the work we've done in terms of early intervention, I've invested in 3 schools liaison officers, and they go and work in our schools, because I think we need to catch children at primary school age. We need to make sure that the children of today are the citizens of the future, and the education and the values that we give them in school is really important. The other area which is really important is in the home, and unfortunately sometimes children don't always get the right values in the home from their parents. So the work that we do in schools is really important. The early intervention work where we can, where we identify households that are at risk in one way or another, we need to go and work with those people. We need to do that early intervention work. We need to do more youth intervention. We need to do more engagement of one kind or another, because ignorance and hatred thrives when we don't talk to each other. And if we don't talk to each other, that creates all sorts of barriers and all sorts of voids which are filled with thoughts which are not always positive. So it's really important that we maintain a dialogue across faiths, across communities, across neighbourhoods, across streets even, and we keep talking to each other, because if we all stand together, we'll win. If we don't, we'll be divided, and the racists and the fascists will win, and that's what we do. Thank you.
Excellent question as well. I think that just to echo what Barry's been saying there about that early intervention. We do have issues. Our schools are wonderful places that inculcate such good values and respect and tolerance, and that is dissipated in wider society. And people say, well, let's blame the parents. Well, okay, carry on, get that off your chest. Now what are we going to do? Because the problem hasn't gone away. And we did have a programme of investment and of intervention in early years, making sure those families who may have found themselves in difficulties for all manner of reasons were supported. And we've disappeared that, we've taken it away. And this is the consequence if you allow your society to dissolve down in that way. We must restore that. There's no other way around it. We've got to go back to making sure the support is there for families in those difficult circumstances, to make sure that those values that we hold so dear are maintained. But on this specific